What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Jinhsi is dropping within a few hours today, and I thought it was a really appropriate time to compare what her damage might look like compared to Jiyan's damage. Don't worry, I will make a Changli video as well, but that will be further on in the future. So if you like this type of content, let me know by liking the video, leaving a comment in the comment section below, and subscribing to the channel. We're very close to 10K. Appreciate y'all. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Starting off with Jiyan. This is a max level, max skilled damage comparison. So they are level 90 with going against a level 95 enemy with their signature weapon, both for Jiyan and for Jinhsi. But I'm going to go more into depth into what that is a little bit further on. His base attack is 437. Base attack for the signature weapon is 587. All of this from pretty much here to here is pretty much the same thing. Jiyan gets 10% attack in his own kit, so that's why he has 68 and Jinhsi has 58, because Jinhsi doesn't get any attack in her kit, Jiyan does. Their build is pretty much the exact same, 70 crit rate with 200% crit damage. I understand that for Jiyan and Jinhsi, the crit damage crit ratio is different because Jinhsi gets more crit rate than Jiyan and Jiyan gets more crit damage than Jinhsi, but I thought I would balance them out by giving them a 1.7 crit multiplier at 70 and 200 ratio. So this is Jiyan's build. He has 2700 attack. It's pretty good. Crit rate 70, crit damage 200, general damage bonus 34, elemental damage bonus 112. We're going to break it down a little bit later, and 60% heavy damage. This is mainly from the weapon. As far as damage amplifications, we have 15 overall by Verena and then the 38 from Mortefi, but we're going to break those down a little bit more right now. So this column right here that you see is called the active buffs. He gets 24% general damage bonus from the signature weapon, 48% heavy damage bonus from also the signature weapon. As far as echoes, the 5-piece arrow set gives him 40% arrow damage bonus. The monkey echo gives him 12% arrow damage bonus and 12% heavy attack damage. And then the 2-3 costs give him 60% arrow damage. So he ends up with a total of 112 elemental damage bonus and 34% general damage bonus. As far as supports, we have Verena giving a 15% damage amp and 20% attack bonus. The bell from the turtle echo gives him 10% damage bonus, and the healing set gives him 15% attack. As far as Mortefi, we have the heavy amplification damage of 38% down here. The bird echo gives him 12% damage bonus, and the moonlit set gives him 22.2. I don't know why it rounded up to 23, but 22.2% attack for our boy Jiyan. Now, I did look on the internet to see if I can find what is the optimal rotation for Jiyan's max damage, and I did found this rotation right here by I Am Revenus. He has a little bit of a calculation going on in one of his spreadsheets, so shout out to him. But he calculated that having the intro into the ultimate one combo into a skill cancel, double ult combo into skill gives him the max amount of damage. So again, I don't have Jiyan. I haven't played Jiyan, so I don't know what the optimal rotation is. However, this is what presumably he thought that was the best Jiyan rotation. This is the amount of damage it does. So let's break it down. Intro skill hits for about 11k at this 198% multiplier. The ult lock 1, he has 3 different combos whenever he is in his ultimate stage. He has the lock 1, lock 2, and lock 3, and then all of them 3 together equate the ultimate combo. If you only do the first part, you only have a 524% multiplier, which is a very big and strong multiplier. So you do the first combo, you skill cancel into your skill. When you do your skill, you get a 48% damage bonus from his weapon. Then you go into your ultimate combo twice. This generates the majority of his damage, and then you finish it off with a skill, getting the other 48% damage bonus from skill, equating in a 417,748 damage total dealt to a element neutral enemy. Now, again, I want to reiterate that I don't actually know if this is the perfect rotation for Jiyan's damage. Let me know if you guys have a different rotation. I can probably calculate that as well and then make a follow-up video on that. But as of right now, this is what I have. And this sounds kind of okay. I did talk to a few Jiyan mains and they kind of seem to agree with this. Nobody deviated too much from it. So all in all, considerably a lot of damage, 417. I do want to reiterate that by any means, this is not a perfect calculation. This is not like some Bible you need to go off of. I did not have any extra heavy damage bonuses from echoes because you can get heavy damage bonuses from substats. I did not calculate any here. I pretty much didn't even calculate much crit rate or crit damage. So your rolls, you may have 220, 240% crit damage on here. And if you have, let's say we change it to 240, your damage is going to go considerably up, So, and with Jiyan, it's very easy to get crit damage. So that's another point I have to throw on there. But for right now, we're going to leave it at 200 just to keep it balanced and equal across the board. But just to throw it out there, there is a lot of room for improvement. This is a very much a very unrealistic, undercalculated build. Taking a look at Jinhsi now, she has a little bit less of base attack. Signature weapon stays the same. Everything else stays the same until the buff, the attack buff category. Jiyan has 10% more because Jiyan gets 10% from his kit whenever he does a skill, I believe. So that is why Jiyan or Jinhsi has pretty much less attack. Not by a lot, but like 100 and something less attack. Same crit rate, crit damage, 70, 200. General damage bonus, 34. 120 element damage bonus, 64 skill damage, 50% intro damage. I'm going to break these down right now, right here in the active buffs, how we discussed earlier. Signature weapon gives you 12% general damage bonus with a 48% skill damage bonus. The Echo set, 5 piece, gives you 48% spectro damage bonus. UA, presumably the new Echo, is going to give you 16% skill damage bonus. So that's why you have 16 here, 48 here, and that's why you have 64 up here. The 3 cost is going to give you 60 spectral damage bonus, so that's why you have 60 here, 40 here, and then 20 that she gets from her own kit equals 120% up here. Verena, which are her supports, Verena and Taoki. I understand that people are going to use her with other supports, but I wanted to calculate it with Taoki because I wanted to maximize her skill damage the same way we maximized Jiyan's heavy damage. So same thing, Verena gives you 50% damage amp, 20% attack, 10% from the bell, and then the healing set gives you 15% attack as well. Taoki gives you a 38% skill amplification damage. The bird gives you 12% damage bonus, and the attack set gives you 22.5. It rounded up, but it's 22.5, and that is up here. These 15s are all from Verena. This 53 is the Verena plus the Taoki. So Jinhsi hasn't released yet, and obviously we don't know what her optimal 100% optimal rotation is going to look like. But from reading her kit and viewing some of the videos and analyzing some of the videos that I've seen about Jinhsi, I was able to come up with this rotation that not only I saw it happen in game, but also I saw it do a lot of damage, and it was very, very reliable. So I just took that rotation, threw it in here, and this is what we got. So Jinhsi, her intro gets a 50% intro damage bonus. She gets that from her kit. She's not getting a buff from anybody, but it's up for about 11,000. Overflowing Radiance is the skill that she gets access to after shooting off her intro before getting into Incarnation. So that's why you have this. Overflowing Radiance gets you into Incarnation and unlocks Crescent Divinity, which is the skill up here with this one right here. And that one's going to slap for about 48k. Then you get access to Incarnation and you do your 8 basic Incarnation combo, which has a 571 multiplier, which is this one right here, which then you can follow up by your Illuminous Epiphany, which is your Solar Flare plus your Stellar Glamour, which is your skill nuke. And this is where the majority of the damage comes from. This is about 260,000 damage that you're going to be doing with this right here. Presumably you have all 50 stacks, and then you're going to finish it off with your ult that hits for about 95,000, totaling 465,193, and that is about 50,000 more damage than Jiyan. Now, there are a few things to consider here with Jinhsi. This is assuming that you get the 50 stacks. A lot of things go into Jinhsi, like switching in and out. Intro, astro skills are a very key part of getting incandescent stacks with Jinhsi. These are not calculated here. So her intro skill might be actually triggered more than once, and she may be able to get more incandescent stacks from her teammates. For that optimal 100% rotation, we're just going to have to wait till she releases so we can actually see how effectively she can stack her incandescent stacks. But if it is how the video that I saw showed, she was able to fire off a 50 stack Illuminous Epiphany pretty much every 15 to 20 seconds. In comparison to Jiyan's ultimate, you can get up to 2 rotations from your basic combo in your ultimate in 30 seconds. So that's kind of similar, but Jinhsi is about 10 to 15 seconds faster to get this 50 stack. But we can actually tweak this to about 40 stacks. And even at 40 stacks, she is still doing more damage than Jiyan. She starts falling off whenever you're only able to get 30 stacks. So that's 379,000. Obviously, the more stacks you have, the more damage she does. But if you have anywhere near 40 stacks, I think 30, let me check 39. Yeah. 39 stacks, you're already doing more damage than Jiyan. So if you get to 50, you're going to be doing a bunch of damage, 465,000 as per my calculations. Again, my calculations are not a Bible. They're not a end all be all. Like I'm not the super math Wuthering Waves guru, you know. This is for you guys to have a frame of reference of how much damage you can expect from your Jinhsi when she's at max level. And then again, guys, this is at level 90, all skills maxed out, everything maxed out. This is what it is, you know. 465,000 damage. And she can do this pretty much every 15 to 20 seconds, except for the ultimate. The ultimate is going to take you a little bit longer to get, but you can get this rotation in, and then about 2 minutes in, you're gonna be able to do this again. Same with Jiyan. Jiyan gets his ultimate if you have a little bit of energy recharge on him. You're gonna be able to get his ultimate pretty much every 30 seconds. So both damage seem consistent, but like I said, we're just gonna have to wait and see until Jinhsi releases and we are able to actually gauge what her rotations look like and how easy and effective it is for us to get her incandescent stack. So I will be streaming Jinhsi summons and Jinhsi testing when she drops tonight or in a few hours. So check me out here on YouTube. I'll be streaming on here. We'll be doing some viewer polls. So if you're interested in doing viewer polls, hit me up on the Discord. Link is in the description below. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And until next time, guys. See ya.